Hey you guys, happy Thursday. All right, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far, collective and soul tribe. It is April the 9th. Let's jump right into it. Some of you guys are familiar with the energy. Maybe you guys could feel a creative spark of energy, whatever this is, but it's giving Mars energy, which Mars is about Aries and Scorpio. All right, and you guys know that there's a lot of transits that are happening when it comes to Aries energy too. So guys, if anyone has Aries placements, it may not be as bad as maybe people are trying to make it seem, but trust and believe you guys could be feeling a lot of energy of impulsiveness. Maybe you guys may feel like you want to say something, you want to do something, and there could be moments where you're like, at ease, my child, at ease, okay? Because some things are just not meant to be said. All right, it's almost giving like Mercury retrograde energy where it's like when it comes to communication, you're just like, I'm not saying anything. I'm just going to let things unfold because maybe you know how your mouth is, right? Maybe you're reckless with the mouth, okay? And I'm not judging, all right? I have an Aries moon, so hey, welcome to the club, okay? Not like you're, going up to people and cussing them, but maybe, when it comes to disrespect and, things of that matter and standing 10 toes down, maybe you're somebody who doesn't tolerate disrespect. Obviously, you don't have to have Aries, placements only, but the energy in itself, okay? Because Aries is a sign of God of war. So it's basically like you trying to go toe to toe with somebody who's like, I'm about it. But are you about it? Okay, so let's see what the energy is, okay, when it comes to this. Maybe you guys are feeling this. Maybe you guys are seeing this. I don't know, but I will be using 2 decks for today. So let's see what decides to show up. If you guys see me pausing the videos because I have to drink my tea and do what I need to do, so please don't, just ignore that. All right, I told you that I was kind of getting over a food poisoning situation, so bear with me, y'all. Bear with your girl. All right, I'm trying. All right, so I didn't want to leave you guys hanging because I don't feel that sick. Like if I was bedridden, then that's different, but I don't feel so bad. I mean, I could be worse, so I give grace to God in the universe. Okay. So prayers being answered is very significant with the number 12, okay? Angel number 12, 12 is significant too, because right now the time is 12:17, and I think I just barely missed it by a blink. But angel number 12, 12, and the number 3 is very significant. Somebody could be born December 3rd, okay? Or there's something about March 12, okay? That could be significant. March 3rd, December 12, December 3rd, March 12, whatever resonates in that sense. 12 days, 3 weeks, 12 maybe weeks, maybe 12 months, okay, 3 months. Take what resonates, but there's something about a prayer being answered, okay, with the number 3. Also with 12 and 3, 12 talks about learning throughout your duality and being aware as well. So this is about you balancing your masculine and feminine energy. And even with the number 3, this is about how you express yourself and how you show up when it comes to joy, being optimistic and things of that matter. And Spirit is wanting you to know that you are more. So funny enough, I said 30 showing up here. Okay, birds could be very significant when it comes to eagles. There's something about you letting go and burying something. So you could be letting go and burying the past or burying something as well. I did mention to you that the time at one point was 12:17. Okay, 12:17 is significant here. So 17 also talks about manifestation. So you guys could be manifesting throughout your journey at this time or trying to manifest. Now, as you're manifesting, there's something about trusting in what it is that you are manifesting and also having spiritual leadership. So you may have downloads and intuitive connections in certain things that other people may not have, right? And that is also the blessing in the, disguise. So even when it comes to like you saying things like being a prophet or a seer, take, for example, you could say something out loud and it may not show up in the energy right now, but give it like a month or 2 and then things start happening. That is your energy. So there's something about you letting go and burying something. This could be the past. Okay, this could be anything. Okay, opportunities could be significant too. So yeah, you guys could be burying the past when it comes to an opportunity. You guys could be moving into something brand new. Worker bees are significant and also woodpeckers, okay? So take what resonates with that. There's something about a red door with the number 16. Okay, 16 is talking about, spiritual lessons and being able to break through these illusions, whatever that illusion is. It is allowing you to have some type of opportunity to come in towards you. Right now, you could have your boundaries up. There's something about sacred boundaries with the number 7. So even when it comes to inner knowing, you guys are protecting your energy at this time. Even when it comes to your perception, right, with the number 21, there are people in your energy that may feel like you have your head in the sand and you don't, okay? It's almost like you guys are protecting your energy. So just like how ostriches are very significant, just how this bird is putting its head in the sand, right? It's almost like you guys are going deep within and searching within when it comes to your purpose or your soul or your path, right? 3, like I said, talks about communication and also expressions and you being able to show up as someone who's, being able to communicate or just being able to show up when it comes to how you express yourself through your art or your voice, right? But there is something about what you do that brings you joy, okay? And so mirrored numbers could be very significant. I said angel number 1212. Angel number 1221 could be very significant as well. Some of you guys could be going through some type of metamorphosis. So there's something about change, coming out that cocoon. That could also represent you guys when it comes to hermit mode. Some of you guys were in this hermit energy, and funny enough, right now the time is 12:21 p.m., okay? So that's double confirmation or triple confirmation. But even mirrored numbers are significant with the number 43 and 34. Maybe you guys are going through a transformation or a metamorphosis. Whatever this is, you guys are about to spread your wings. You guys are just in this waiting period of stagnation where you guys are just waiting to see when it's the right time to basically move forward. So we have change with the number 5. You guys are nourishing yourselves, okay, while you're waiting for confirmation. This is also giving the energy of you could be like an egg that has hatched out of the egg and now you're this baby bird. You're trying to get, yourself together. This looks like a baby ostrich as well. So it's almost like while you had your head down, focusing on what it is that you were trying to focus on or, perceive in a sense, right? You guys were also going through a metamorphosis because you guys were going through some type of waiting period while you were nourishing your mind, body, soul, and spirit, okay? There's something about that changing as well because you guys are nourishing your mind and spirit. There's something about an opportunity because you decided to surrender so that you could receive this opportunity with the number 2. 2 talks about, partnerships and things of that matter. So there is something about balance and justice that's very significant because you surrendered to the divine. Okay, so for some of you guys that are going through this transformation with the number 42, there's something about getting out of your own head. Okay, so your thoughts are what creates your reality, right? Something to do with roosters are very significant. So even that, like, in the morning time you hear a rooster, cock-a-doo-doo-doo, that sound. Basically, it's almost like rise and shine, right? Like you're going to get up and grind and do what you need to do. So getting out of your head is significant. Phoenix energy, there's something about you being able to get out of your head, even if people were trying to make it seem like you were always in your head, like I said, with the perception, right? Claiming your power is significant too with the number 25. 2 and 5 equals 7. So tigers are significant. Big cats are significant. Some of you guys could have a spirit animal when it comes to tigers, right? But there's something about your energy. Yeah, illusions. You getting out of your head, seeing through the illusions. It's almost like you being a shark in a big tank, okay? Yeah, you're the shark with the number 13, right? 13 is talking about, for some of you guys, this is about transformations and rebirth, okay? Like I said, transformations, rebirth. You guys went through some type of rebirth when it comes to breaking through illusions. You're taking it very small steps. Okay, this is one step at a time, but this is allowing you to still build some type of accomplishment, okay, when it comes to your goals and your dreams and whatever it is that you guys are focusing on for success. Claiming your power, like I said, and with the number 8, power is very significant. Okay, this is about leadership and success and you staying in authority, but you guys are releasing, shaking, release, heal, and move on. You guys are releasing and moving on when it comes to dealing with certain illusions and getting through that, okay? With the number 27, right? 9 talks about completing a cycle. So because you guys have shake, released, and healed the situation, antelopes are significant. You're moving on. Okay, focusing on the bigger picture is significant. And also Leo energy, lions, it's in you. Like I said, big cats. Okay, we have one big cat here. This is a tiger. So again, like I said, focusing on the big picture. This is about birds when it comes to communication, being able to see. So even when it comes to being able to see, like I said, seers, prophets, things like that are very significant with the number 19. 1 and 9, right? Take what resonates with that. That's 10. Okay, 10 talks about being whole within yourself. Queen bee energy is significant, and also being a lighthouse. Some of you guys, when it comes to you claiming your power, you're a powerhouse. Okay, it's in you that you're a powerhouse, right? Immense growth is also significant because you guys are finally evolving into your complexity when it comes to the services that you give. Okay, whatever service that you guys are giving, service dogs may resonate, but animals could be significant, and also daily routines. But there's something about you having a breakthrough. Okay, and also seeing beyond the past, right? So whatever this is that you guys are dealing with and seeing beyond the past, right now you guys are in this period where you guys are just trusting when it comes to growth, but realizing that you guys are also able to quantum jump. Okay, because of this unknown gift that you have, whatever this unknown gift that you may have, whether this is a psychic gift or a skill, a talent, a dream, a goal, whatever it is, just know that there's something that is better than you can imagine when it comes to birth. Okay, giving birth to something new. Okay, and also dragonflies. Okay, so take what resonates with that. All right, guys, take what resonates with that. I'm gonna get the other deck and see. But that's very interesting. There's something about you guys being able to shake and release. Yeah, pieces. This even came out in another reading too, like a piece to a puzzle. So it's almost like you finally finding that last piece to a puzzle and putting it back together. There's something about your heart chakra that could be significant. Maybe you guys had a broken heart. You know, broken heart could be anything. It could be a grief. It could be, you know, death. It could be anything. It could be something that, you know, you really, really loved, and finding out that maybe it's not something that you want anymore, right? So even when it comes to finding and putting the pieces together of your heart, you guys could have went through a lot of situations that had made your heart feel like you needed to lock it up, put it away, and never open it again, right? And for some of you guys are learning to reopen up your heart, but having discernment as well is significant, right? When you are not open to having your heart open without that discernment, you're basically blocking certain things from coming towards you because you're not able to process that through your heart chakra, right? Being in alignment means that you're able to have all chakras in alignment. That means your crown, your third eye, your throat, your heart, your sacral, whatever it is that you guys are trying to activate, all of it has to be activated in order for you to heal and move forward in what you guys want. Doesn't matter what it is in life, it's what you want, what makes you happy. Not your mama, not your papa, not your cousin, not your auntie, okay? What makes you happy? Okay, and follow that. So there's something about mosaic. Even mosaic art could be very significant. Somebody could be really good at art, like abstract art, mosaic art, okay, those timepieces kind of things, reality art. Even tattoos are significant too, but there's something about that energy where you guys are really good at art, or you guys are very artistic, and there's something about tapping more into that because you could be healing a lot of things within yourself and other people around you because of your art. Yes, there's many artists out there. There are many tarot readers out there, right? Everybody has a skill and talent. But the thing is, how you show up in the way that you do it could be very unique, right? And this could be allowing you to attract people who actually benefit and resonate with you in that sense. So this may not be for everybody, but there's something about that energy. Change is very significant when it comes to the wind. Like I said, 21, right, may resonate for some of you guys. And I think the angel number 3 as well that I mentioned, because I said 1221 or 2121 is significant. We have gather. So some of you guys could be gathering when it comes to medicine bags, or, you know, putting together a little bag that has all your trinkets in it, whether this is your crystals or your gems, stones, and then, you know, little things like shells, seashells could be significant and all that stuff, right? But there is something about a medicine bag that's significant where you guys could be gathering things, right? So say you guys are out for a walk, or you're just out and about and you see a stone or a crystal on the floor, you're going to pick that up and you're going to take it home and put it in your bag. And that's significant too. Some of you guys could be thinking about getting a medicine bag for your crystals and antiques and shells and things like that, so that you can gather these things and use them for, you know, whatever it is that you guys are trying to use it for. But the number 6 is very significant, so take what resonates with that too. But medicine bag is very significant for some of you guys, okay? Or maybe you have a medicine bag as well. Like maybe you're that one person when it comes to change, you are the medicine, right? Take what resonates with that too. But cycles, yeah, cycles are changing. You guys could be ending out a cycle. Medicine wheel is very significant. There's something about the wheel changing, okay, in your fortune when it comes to cycles changing. So this could also be being connected to Mother Nature and nature in itself. I just heard a horn honk for confirmation, okay, and then also star blanket. So you guys are going through some type of transition at this time, but you guys are also protected with the number 44. And then I did say something about 10. So you guys are feeling whole within yourself when it comes to soul retrieval. Okay, there's something about fives, 50 could be significant, but fives, owls represent wisdom, knowledge, okay, things of that matter. Okay, even when it comes to like being able to see everything, because you know an owl can basically turn its whole entire head. This is you. You could be someone who sees things in the dark when it comes to moon energy. So the full moon that just recently passed, there's something about you seeing something without having to be told in the 3D, but you were told in the 5D. Okay, take what resonates with that. And then we also have support. Okay, so like I said, if you guys were feeling like you guys were alone, or you never had anybody in your energy to help you, know that your guides, whether this is your ancestors, spirit, the universe, whoever it is that you believe in, know that you guys are being supported at this time with the number 9, because you guys are completing these cycles. You guys are basically ending certain things so that you can lead to a new transformation for you, right? So you guys are very aware. You guys are letting go so that you can ascend. And especially if it's about control and trying to control a scenario or a situation, you guys are releasing that. You guys are not explaining yourself anymore to anybody, because if people really wanted to understand you or listen to what you had to say, they would have done it a long time ago, you know? Yes, it's nice to give people grace. Yes, it's nice to give people a little bit of ease. Not everybody learns the same pace or the same way as we all do, but also having discernment and understanding that if somebody does something, sometimes you have to understand that they mean that, okay? Like some people do things, they do it by mistake. That's different. Fine, you did a mistake, you made a boo-boo, no problem. But when you're purposely going out of your way to cause harm or conflict or whatever the case is, that's another problem. So take what resonates with this when it comes to you being supported by your guides. If you are being told to release something and let it go because it's not energetically, you know, supporting you, then do that, right? If people want to be mad because you would rather protect your peace than, you know, entertain chaos and, you know, seem like you're trying to be wanted, then do that, because a lot of times people don't realize that you don't care, okay, to be in certain people's energies, places, and things like that. All you care about is how people treat you, and that's all that matters, right? So it's not what people buy you, it's not what people, you know, do for you, it's how they treat you when it comes to emotional intelligence. If you speak up on something and you say this is wrong and people are looking at you like you're the problem, that is also a problem, because that means that people are not willing to sit down and understand your perspective while you're understanding everybody else's, right? So take what resonates. I'm going to end it here, guys. But again, thank you guys for the love and the support. I appreciate you guys as always, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. All right, guys, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. All right, guys, bye.